Hey guys, how's it going? Spinosaurus the King here, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a review on the Jurassic World Special Edition from DNA to Indominus-Rex. It's a Canon book from Universal Pictures that came out in 2017, so let's get started with this review. And also to prove this book is canon, just before we start, as you can see, it is approved by Universal Pictures and Amblin Entertainment. It's by Carlton Kids, so this is a 100% canon book. It's not fake or fan-made, just to let you guys know before we get started with this review. And yeah, so let's go back to the front and get started with this review. So, as you can see in this book, you can actually download this app called iCarlton AR. It's free, and you can scan the dinosaurs in this book to get, life-size dinosaurs. It's really cool. But yeah, let's get started. So, here's the first page, just explaining. So, you use this button right here to activate the dinosaurs. That's the name of the app where you can do it. And we got a picture of the buck Tyrannosaurus Rex from the Lost World, Jurassic Park. We got the Ingen Mosasaurus from Jurassic World. We got the gyrosphere with Zach and Gray, the Jurassic World. We got the gyrosphere that you can take control of in this game. There's the early subadult Ingen Spinosaurus, which is really awesome. There's the Indominus-Rex. There's the Ankylosaurus. There's Blue and Owen. And here, just more grass and green. There's the Innovation Center. So, anyways, go to the next page. Just a picture of Rexy, Jurassic World from DNA to Indominus-Rex. As you can see, this is a canon book. It is not soft canon. It's 100% canon, and it's not fake. Anyways, let's get started. So, first page, the age of Jurassic. The deadly dinos at Isla Nublar theme park have given us plenty of thrills and gory blood spills. There's been a dramatic new dino DNA discovery to thrill us too. Before we embark on our Jurassic journey, let's take a moment to remember the story so far. So there's John Hammond, the first film, Jurassic Park. John Hammond's dinosaur dream turns into a nightmare when his newly created theme park on Isla Nublar suffers security failure before it even opens. Dinosaurs escape. Guests are munched. All in all, not a good start. The lesson learned from the first film is... Wait, let me just try to get a good view so you guys can see. T-Rex doesn't want to be fed. He wants to hunt. Well, Rexy's a she, but I guess with the frog DNA, they can change. Now on to the Lost World Jurassic Park. I do wish they put the buck T-Rex here instead, because Rexy was not in the Lost World Jurassic Park. I'm not sure why they put the number 2, but just a small mistake, not a huge deal. So years later, Hammond reveals he has also been busy breeding dinosaurs on another island called Isla Sorna. Dino hunters invade the island to capture the prehistoric beasts and transport them to a zoo. This turns out to rather badly for everyone involved. Lesson learned, taking dinosaurs off this island was the worst idea in a long, sad history of bad ideas. Now we're on to Jurassic Park 3 with their early subadult hybrid Ingen Spinosaurus, which is the biggest and strongest land carnivore in the franchise, because it's confirmed. But anyways, Jurassic Park 3, dino expert Dr. Alan Grant is tricked by a couple into joining a rescue mission to save their son Eric, who has disappeared on Isla Sorna. The mission goes badly, and Dr. Grant ends up being stalked by a scary Spinosaurus and needing rescuing himself. The lesson learned... Well, actually, there's more than one lesson learned for Jurassic Park 3, but I'll start with this one. It's hard to get off this island alive. And the other lesson learned is that there is no such thing as safe on Site B. We know that. Now on to Jurassic World 14 years later with the Indominus-Rex. Jurassic World, more than 20 years after the original theme park failed, Jurassic World is now open for business, big business. But when top asset Indominus-Rex escapes containment and goes on a killing spree, it's not just the visitors who are in danger, but the dinosaurs themselves. Lesson learned. Don't mess with nature. It's bigger than us and may just bite back. So anyways, off to the next page. It's pretty cool so far. Okay, now we're on to the human heroes. So, human heroes. While the incredible dinosaurs are undeniable, the stars of the show, several human characters, have also left their mark on the Isla Nublar, thanks to their heroic deeds and brave behavior. So there's John Alfred Hammond. His role is obviously owner of Ingen and cloner of dinosaurs. And his business was handed over to Maserati Global in 1997, right after the Lost World Jurassic Park. I believe he died like 1 or 2 months after the Lost World Jurassic Park, I'm pretty sure. So like that summer. He loves dinosaurs, obviously. He dislikes anyone who wants to shut down his park, which we see in the movie. Most likely to not consider the consequences of manipulating nature. Heroic action, turning his dream of dinosaur theme park into reality. Now off to Dr. Alan Grant. His role is the paleontologist. He loves digging up fossils, most likely to save you from a dinosaur attack, least likely to underestimate a dinosaur's killing instincts. His heroic action is protects Tim and Lex from dinosaurs and keeps them safe. Now we're on to Dr. Ian Malcolm. His role is a super brain mathematician, likes to give his opinion, most likely to predict doom and gloom for the future of the park, least likely to hide the truth. Heroic action, bravely saves San Diego from a rampaging Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now off to Dr. Ellie Sattler. Her role as the paleontologist, studies the evolutionary of history of plants, likes dinosaurs and plant fossils, dislikes being chased by dinosaurs, most likely to work out what a dinosaur has eaten by studying its poop. Heroic action, gets the power back on in the park, reactivating the protective fences. Next is Claire Deering. Her role is the operation managers of Jurassic World. She likes to be in charge, which we obviously can see in the movie. She dislikes chaos, most likely to forget dinosaurs are living creatures, because even Owen Grady brought that up to her. Heroic action, shows brains and courage in releasing the Tyrannosaurus Rex to defeat the Indominus-Rex. Owen Grady, his role is a dinosaur trainer and researcher, aka the Raptor trainer. He respects dinosaurs. He dislikes authority, most likely to save the day. Heroic action, shows loyalty and respect to his Raptor team, who in return protect him from the Indominus-Rex. Okay, so now here's a better picture of the park. So you can go exploring. The time-denying Jurassic World is where for the first time in history, dinosaurs old and new roam together, and humans can get up close and personal if they dare. Now it's just, you guys can see it with the light. Let's see here. Park highlights, we got the Triceratops territory, the Tyrannosaurus Rex Kingdom, the Mosasaurus feeding show, the Galmimus Valley, the Cretaceous Cruise, the Aviary, the Bamboo Forest, the Gyrosphere Valley, the Golf Course, the Botanical Gardens, the Gondola Lift, the Ferry Landing, the Hotel Complex, the Gentle Giants Petting Zoo. And here's just the map in general. And for family fun, bursting with amazing attractions, thrilling rides, and prehistoric fun, the theme park at Isla Nublar is a holiday experience like no other. There's even a world-class golf course, beautiful gardens, and a wild water park, which is pretty cool. Now for Dino Zones, guests are able to interact with both gentle giants and fierce hunter dinosaurs alike in these star attraction Dino Zones. The Mosasaurus feeding show, you won't forget the sight of the Mosasaurus snapping up its lunch. Warning, you will get wet, which is pretty obvious because everyone got soaking wet when the Mosasaurus ate the shark. Then, of course, we got the Tyrannosaurus Rex Kingdom. Dare to get close to the terrifying and giant Tyrannosaurus Rex. In this ever-popular attraction, we got the Gyrosphere. Experience dinosaurs sleeping, eating, and roaming in their natural habitat, which is pretty cool. We got the Aviary and Tyrannon Peak. Look into the skies to enjoy the world's only flying pterosaurs. For the best views, head to the Tyrannon Peak. We got the Hammond Creation Lab, where astonishing scientists at Jurassic World bring prehistoric beasts back to life. And then we got, picture of the dinosaurs here. I can see Triceratops, Stegosaurus, Parasaurolophus, and Apatosaurus, I'm pretty sure. The Ankylosaurus would be on the other side of the park. And this is where you scan if you guys want to know. So if you guys can take a picture of this if you want to scan this without the book. It might work, hopefully. Okay, now we're on to the Dinosaur Renders, my favorite part of the book. So the first one, we've got the Ankylosaurus. As you can see, the living tank. Paleontologists call this tough dinosaur the living tank, as its chunky body is so well protected with spiky armor and a deadly tail. Up close, visitor to the park can enjoy these tough plant eaters on the Gyrosphere tour. Advanced technology will prevent anyone from venturing too close, as making an Ankylosaurus feel threatened can be lethal. We know Ankylosaurus is a very aggressive herbivore. The warrior weapons, the Ankylosaurus' main weapon is its strong and heavy tail, which is swings around to ward off predators, strong enough to break bones and even kill a T-Rex in one hit. So the Indominus-Rex should have been at least knocked out or even dead. It would have come in handy in the Cretaceous period when Ankylosaurus lived alongside Tyrannosaurus Rex, because we know Tyrannosaurus Rex feared this dinosaur because of the way it's designed. Here's the render. The discovery of it. The famous dino hunter Barnum Brown led the team which discovered Ankylosaurus fossils in Montana in the United States of America in 1906. The armor plated from the fused bones of its hard skull down to the rounded club at the end of its tail, and Ankylosaurus is built for protection. Indominus-Rex soon finds its weak spot, though, and wastes no time in tossing its victim over by using its head and sinking its teeth into the soft, unprotected tummy. There's the activation. If you guys want to get the Ankylosaurus, here it is. Now, of course, here's the map. Here's the Ankylosaurus, Cretaceous, 68 to 66 million years ago in North America, and now in Jurassic World. It eats plants. Length is 7 meters, so maybe that's why the Ankylosaurus in Jurassic World didn't hurt the Indominus, because as you can see, this Ankylosaurus looks more like a subadult, because I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe the max size for an Ankylosaurus is 11 meters long. I could be wrong there, but I know that I know the adult size is at least 8 meters, I'm pretty sure. Like I heard it ranges from like 6 to 11 meters when fully grown, but you know, if you guys want to correct me on that, you could, but I'm going with 11 meters until someone can show me the evidence it's smaller, because I'm not exactly sure. But the Ankylosaurus in Jurassic World looked smaller than 11 meters, that's for sure. It can run 24 kilometers an hour. It appeared in Jurassic Park 3 and Jurassic World, and of course Fallen Kingdom, but of course this book came out a year before Fallen Kingdom. Then here's the map of Isla Nublar. Anyways, let's go to the next render. So far this book is showing a good Canon style. I didn't really notice anything wrong so far at the moment. Massive munchers, which is the Apatosaurus. The ginormous plant-eating dinosaurs known as sauropods are truly colossal and easy to recognize thanks to their long necks, even longer tails, and chunky bodies. Big eaters, sauropods like Apatosaurus, Diplodocus, Brachiosaurus are herbivores that feast on plants. They have a bunch of teeth good for stripping leaves off trees, and they swallow stones called gastroliths to help grind the leaves up in their tummies. Strong stompers. The word sauropod means lizard foot, and these big beasts appeared in the Triassic period about 200 million years ago. They roamed everywhere, and fossils have been found on the continents, including Antarctica. Here's an interesting fact. Did you know Apatosaurus is one of the largest animals to walk the earth? It's as long as 2 buses and as heavy as 4 African elephants. That's pretty heavy and pretty big. Dino experts believe sauropods use their long tails to help balance their bodies, and also a whip-like weapon to ward off prey, which is interesting. Now here's the size and everything. So Apatosaurus, Jurassic 150 million years ago in the USA, and now in Jurassic World. It eats plants, and of course even the DPG gave it 27.5 meters long, which is around the size of the real life one, or maybe a little bigger. It weighs 36,000 pounds. It can run only 8 kilometers an hour, and it appeared in Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. But don't forget, this book came out before Fallen Kingdom, as I said. There's the size compared to the human. There's the map of Isla Nublar. Anyways, and there's no activation code for this dinosaur, unfortunately, but let's go to the next page. So this is the Mazrani Global Pachycephalosaurus, not the Ingen ones from the last world. These ones are cool too, but I personally prefer the Ingen one. So thick-headed. The odd-looking Pachycephalosaurus is a big hit with visitors to the park who can enjoy extraordinary sightings of this tough dino in action in the Pachy Arena, which I wish we got to see in Jurassic World, but we only saw it on the screen. The tough nut. Its thick dome skull is almost 25 centimeters thick in parts and covered in small knobs, making it perfect for a spot of headbutting. This comes in very handy when it's under attack or wants to prove its dominance in the herd. Here's the Pachycephalosaurus right there. Another one right here. These ones are kind of camouflaging in a way. Here's another one. Happy herd, a Pachycephalosaurus roams happily in a herd, much like modern-day buffalo, although it walks on 2 rather than 4 legs. Owen Grady worries that its head-butting antics will short out its implant and make the herd hard to track. Now, Pachycephalosaurus, Cretaceous, 70 to 66 million years ago in North America, and now in Jurassic World. It eats plants. Okay, they got the length right 100% here, 5 meters long, but the size of a car is how big Pachycephalosaurus is. It appeared in the Lost World, Jurassic Park, and Jurassic World. Here's the size compared to a human, which is accurate. And there's Ingen Spino. Now off to the next one. We got the Tyrannon and Dimorphodon. Let the page up. So, flying killers. Jurassic World enclosed aviary enables the world's only living pterosaurs to soar and glide high above the park, demonstrating their amazing flying and hunting skills. High flyers, the Tyrannons are the park's biggest pterosaurs. They have a wider wingspan than any known bird. They are primarily fish eaters, but when a crashing helicopter smashes a hole in the aviary roof, they start pecking at the guests too. Snappy attacker. It's easy to tell a Tyrannon from another pterosaur thanks to its short tail and crest on its head. A Tyrannon's beak is toothless, which is unlike earlier pterosaurs but similar to modern-day birds. Now here's an interesting fact. Did you know with its powerful wings and soaring ability, the Tyrannon's range outside the aviary would extend over 1,500 kilometers, enabling it to hunt far off Isla Nublar, given the chance. Here's the render. Tyrannon, Cretaceous, around 88 to 82 million years ago in the United States of America and Europe, and now in Jurassic World. It eats fish. Its wingspan, well, the Ingen one, well, actually, the Maserati Global one is 7.6 meters long. The ones in JB3, they were 9 meters, and the Lost World ones were probably around 8 meters. Weighs 30 kilograms. Appeared in the Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, and Jurassic World. Here's the Dimorphodon, but they don't list the size of it in this book, but it looks roughly around 1.5 meters long. Fellow flyer Dimorphodon is the park's other pterosaur species. It originally soared through Jurassic skies with a quick, snappy jaws and sharp teeth. Smaller than a Tyranna with a wingspan of around, yes, I was right, 1.8 meters. It has large eyes to help it seek out its prey. Here's the activation page for the Pteranodon. Sadly, there's no Dimorphodon activation page, but here's this one for you guys. Okay, so there's a size that's pretty accurate to how big it was in Jurassic World, and there's the map of Isla Nublar. Okay, off to the next render. Now we got Rexy, the Tyrannosaurus Rex from the first film, Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom. Tyrant lizard, one of the deadliest carnivores to walk on the planet. Tyrannosaurus Rex dominated its territory more than 60 million years ago and is the star attraction of Jurassic World until Indominus-Rex threatens its crown. Sharp stabbers. A Tyrannosaurus Rex has 60 teeth in its huge jaws and sharp stabbing claws, which all help it to capture, kill, and eat its prey. Experts believe it can eat 230 kilograms of meat in one bite. Here's an interesting fact. Did you know a Tyrannosaurus Rex brain has a large part devoted to its sense of smell, so even if it can't see its prey, it can always smell it? The star attraction. One of the fiercest predators of Jurassic World, the Tyrannosaurus Rex has existed on Isla Nublar for more than 25 years, because this is Rexy, obviously. There's a better picture of her. She's on the rock here. Here we go. She's the king killer. This meat-eating monster saves the day when she bravely battles the Indominus-Rex with a little help from her raptor buddies, proving she's worthy of her title, Tyrant Lizard King. And don't forget, Rexy was very old. I personally think in her prime she could beat the Indominus because she made the Indominus heavily bleed for a super old, weak T-Rex. But in the first film, she was very powerful. And if you guys want to activate it, here you guys go. If you guys want to take a picture of this. Now let's see if they got the size right for Rexy here. Let's see how canon this book is. Tyrannosaurus Rex, Cretaceous 68 to 66 million years ago in North America, and now in Jurassic World, eats meat, 13.4 meters long, which is the correct size for Rexy. She can run 29 kilometers an hour. So, well, I know Rexy in the first film could run 32 miles an hour, which is roughly 29 kilometers an hour. So this is right, yep. Appeared in It appeared in all the films, so we know that. There's the size. I mean, this looks a little bigger than 13.4 meters, but I could be wrong. Size looks just a bit bigger, or maybe it's right. I don't know. There's the easily newborn map. Anyways, off to the next render. Okay, we got the Velociraptors, well, the Ingen Spinosaurus global Velociraptors. Hunting pack, small but deadly Jurassic World's raptors show true cunning and bravery as they battle together as a pack of ferocious fighters. Owen Grady imprinted on Charlie, Delta, Blue, and Echo soon after they were created in the Creation Lab, which enabled him to train them. These predatory dinos are both vicious and smart and learn an amazing 40 different commands during their training. The Alpha Attraction, the raptors are the most intelligent predators created in the Creation Lab. Always on the hunt, they look to Owen as their alpha until Indominus-Rex seizes command and lures them on her trail of destruction across Isla Nublar. And here's an interesting fact. Did you know the raptors have 15-centimeter curved razor sharp claws on each hand, perfect for slashing their victims with? It's pretty interesting. Here's all the renders of the raptors. The Raptor Squad from Jurassic World. Here's the activation page if you want to activate it. Hopefully this will work for you guys. Dino Discovery. The terror team at Jurassic World would not have been possible if it weren't for fossil discoveries of the past. The first Velociraptor fossil was named in 1924 by Henry Osborn. Some dinosaur experts believe Velociraptors may have been covered in feathers, not scales, which is a more scientifically accurate Velociraptor. Here's the render. Velociraptor is from the Cretaceous 75 to 71 million years ago in Mongolia and China, and now in Jurassic World. It eats meat, and this is the correct size for the Jurassic World raptors, 3.94 meters long, so that's correct. It can run 39 kilometers an hour, which is also correct. The movie sightings: Jurassic Park, The Lost World Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park 3, and Jurassic World. Well, I believe it actually said 50 kilometers an hour when they're hungry, but 40 when they're not hungry. I remember Barry said that, so that's pretty much canon. And that's an accurate size to how big it was in the film. There's the Isla Nublar map once again. Here's the last look at the render. Now we're off to the Jurassic World Mosasaurus. So, snappy swimmer, Jurassic World Isla Nublar Lagoon, home of the Mosasaurus, the gigantic kaiju-sized Ingen Mosasaurus. The fearsome Mosasaurus once ruled the prehistoric seas and is now the star attraction in Jurassic World Lagoon. Big bite, the Mosasaurus has a huge sharp teeth in its upper jaw to ensure any prey sliding down its throat won't be able to escape. Its hinged jaw also allows this giant sea lizard to shallow prey larger than its head. Did you know the Komodo dragon and monitor lizards are among the closest relatives of the Mosasaurus? As we all know, the Mosasaurus is a powerful predator. The Mosasaurus lurches out of the water when it senses prey close by, snapping pterosaurs and humans from the air. Even the mighty Indominus-Rex is no match for the colossal creature. Indominus-Rex is dragged by Mosasaurus wide, snapping its jaw to its grisly death at the bottom of the lagoon. The Mosasaurus lived in the Cretaceous period 66 to 70 million years ago, and now in Jurassic World. It eats fish, sharks, birds, other marine reptiles, and the odd human when it gets the chance. So I think when they're saying 22 meters long here, they're referring to the Mosasaurus size in Jurassic World, because we do know the Mosasaurus in Fallen Kingdom looked significantly bigger. So, and we know that with the DPG render, it said 26 meters long. So what I think is that the Mosasaurus in Jurassic World was 22 meters long, and the one in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was 26 meters long. That's my opinion, and that makes a lot of sense, honestly. But anyways, the weight is 20,000 kilograms, and the movie size is Jurassic World. So far, all these renders are very canon. That's a very accurate size to how big it was in Jurassic World. Some people say it's 70 meters long in the movie, but that's just such a lie. The absolute biggest it was in Jurassic World, if this is wrong, is 25, 30 meters. In Fallen Kingdom, maybe 35, 40 meters at the absolute biggest. But you know what? I kind of doubt that. I feel like 26 meters is what it was in Fallen Kingdom. Because, like, you got to think, 26 meters is already huge. So I think that's big enough in my opinion. There's the Isla Nublar map. Here's the activation page. So if you guys want to take a picture of this to activate the Mosasaurus, you can. Anyways, off to the next render. And we are on to the Ingen Spinosaurus, my favorite dinosaur. So here we go. As you can see, it's got the spikes because this is the adult one. But anyways, let's start reading over the facts on the Ingen Spinosaurus here. So super snapper. The scary Spinosaurus has long, narrow jaw, just like a crocodile's, which is perfect for snapping up prey both in and out of water. Lost in battle, amazing Spinosaurus fossils were discovered in Egypt in the early 1900s, but they were destroyed by the bombs during World War II. Did you know Spinosaurus lived in tropical lagoons where giant fish were up to 3 meters long would have been its prey? It has vicious claws with 3 claws on each hand, including a long thumb claw. The Spinosaurus stabs and snaps its enemies and victims. As you can see, this is very bulky, and this is the adult Ingen one. Now, I know the head here is photoshopped, so I'm not sure why they did that. Maybe what they're trying to do is give it the spike design, but what I personally think they should have done is use the same JP3 head, but just add the spike. I don't know why they had to put the entirely different face. I mean, the face here still looks pretty cool, but I personally prefer just the regular Ingen face with the spikes, but either way, it's not a huge deal. Here's the activation page if you want to activate the Spinosaurus to play around with it. And here's another interesting fact, strange sail. It's easy to spot a Spinosaurus thanks to its large sail on its back. Paleontologists are not totally sure what it was used for. It could have been used to help control its temperature by catching sunlight to warm up its blood, or as a device to scare off attacking dinosaurs. As you can see, the Ingen Spinosaurus has very muscular arms, very muscular body and legs, and even a powerful bite, which would easily kill Indominus. And also, this is canon, guys, so people who say this is fake, it's pretty, weird, because even, Colin Trevorrow confirmed in his movie in Jurassic World that the Ingen Spinosaurus would grow to 18 meters long, and Jack Owens also confirmed it, and this book also confirmed it, and this is a canon book. I know in Jurassic World Evolution they said 15 meters long, but what we have to keep in mind is that Jurassic World Evolution is not canon, it's only soft canon, and they were basing the 15-meter Spinosaurus off the real-life one, not the Ingen one. But just so you guys know, yeah, 18 meters is the canon size, so don't let anyone trick you on that. So here's the render. Spinosaurus lived in the Cretaceous 112 to 95 million years ago in North Africa and recently on Isla Sorna. And the Ingen Spinosaurus eats meat and fish. Its length is 18 meters long for the Ingen one. It can run 32 kilometers an hour. It was only seen in Jurassic Park 3 as a subadult, but this is, of course, the adult one, the fully grown one. As you can see, here is the length and height. The height here, it looks about 8.5 to 9 meters tall at the sail and 6.5 to 7 meters tall at the top of the head. It probably weighs around 15 to 16 tons. Now, I know it says Isla Sorna, but I heard that they put the wrong map here. I wish they put the actual, exact Isla Sorna map, but unfortunately they didn't. But anyways, also, what we have to keep in mind here is that, let's say the Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3 is either a hybrid or not a hybrid, they still have known how big its Spinosaurus was, because all it takes is one drop of blood to get billions of strands of DNA. Ever since 1999, Dr. Henry Wu and whoever else was involved with the creation of the Spinosaurus knew how big the real-life 2020 Spinosaurus was, or how big just the scientifically accurate Spinosaurus would be for the franchise. So let's say the 18-meter-long big Spinosaurus in the franchise is scientifically accurate for the franchise. They've known this since 1999. Or let's say the 2020 Spinosaurus was accurate at that time, only in the franchise, but they made it to a hybrid. It's still 18 meters. So I know in Jurassic World they said 18 meters, but at the same time, they weren't referring to the real-life Spinosaurus. They're referring to the Ingen one, because also this book came out 3 years after the reconstruction of the Spinosaurus, but it still says 18 meters because they're referring to the Ingen Spinosaurus. They're not referring to the real-life Spinosaurus. So, if you hear some other, Instagrammers or YouTubers saying that the Ingen Spinosaurus is not 18 meters long, just know that they're wrong. And if you guys want, the official canon answer, it's 18 meters long and 9 meters at the sail, and weighs roughly around 15, 16 tons. So that's the canon answer. The only thing I can't confirm is the spikes, but what we have to keep in mind here, when we look at the juvenile Allosaurus to the adult, it had a significantly different difference. So I feel like the adult Ingen Spinosaurus would definitely have some difference compared to the subadult in Jurassic Park 3. I don't think it would have a different head, but it'll probably have maybe more crocodile bone fragments on its back from the DNA it has. Probably some spikes and a little bit of a deeper roar, but anyways, so this is the Spinosaurus render. So hope you guys all enjoyed this little information I gave on it. And we are off to the next render. The Indominus-Rex. a dinosaur I don't like, but I'll still talk about it. So, lives in Jurassic World. It eats meat and siblings. It's 15.2 meters long. It can run 45 kilometers an hour. It only appeared in Jurassic World and as a skeleton in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And of course, a juvenile Ingen Spinosaurus appeared in Jurassic World as a skeleton as well. There's the size. You can see that's a lot weaker and smaller, and even a weaker bite force than the Ingen Spinosaurus. There's the map of Isla Nublar. If you guys would like to activate the Indominus-Rex, there you go. Here's the render. I've seen this render multiple times. As you can see, the arms are very weak and small compared to the Spinosaurus. Well, the Ingen Spinosaurus, even the claws are weaker. It does have a kind of a big bite. I mean, its bite is probably no more than 5,000 pounds, while the Ingen Spinosaurus full grown is around 7,000 pounds. Indominus-Rex's teeth are being constantly replaced with its genetic distinguished common to all theropods as well as nearly sharks. But I know the Indominus-Rex is strong for the bite force there, but it lacks a bite force because of snake DNA, because it gave it a weaker jaw there. So that's why its bite force is not even the Giga's bite force. But anyways, let's continue. Did you know Indominus-Rex's roar is estimated to reach 160 dB? That's as loud as a Boeing 747 airplane taking off, which is extremely loud. DNA mystery. At first, dino trainer Owen Grady is unsure as to what DNA has been used to create the aggressive Indominus-Rex, but he soon discovers she's a part raptor and that Ingen has sinister intentions to use her as a military weapon. So we know that. So bigger, better, badder, fused by Ingen. Mastermind Sam Masrani. Indominus-Rex was not bred. She was designed in the Creation Lab. At first glance, she resembles a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but her ultra-tough body has been created by complicated genetically modified DNA from other dinosaurs known as Apatosaurus. Her horns are above her eye orbits, come from genetic material from Carnotaurus, Majungasaurus, Rugops, and Giganotosaurus. Super science. Jurassic World's geneticists set out to create the most fearsome dinosaur ever. With the Indominus-Rex, they more than delivered. Anyways, this is everything for the Indominus-Rex. So, one last look before I change the page. Okay, let's go on to the next page. I think that's it for the renders. Yep, it is. So this is the last page. So, deadly foe. Indominus-Rex is as clever as she is deadly. She sets out revealing a sharp mind. Indominus-Rex baffles her keepers by scratching her paddock wall to make it look like as she escaped, probably because she has human DNA. There's lab recruiters. The control room is stunned when they realize she's dug out her tracker so she can't be found. There's the Indominus-Rex again with the Ankylosaurus. When the paddock door is opened, Indominus-Rex faces to freedom and embarks on a deadly hunting spree, causing carnage throughout Jurassic World. There's Zach and Mitchell. The security team are no match for the Indominus-Rex's strength, but luckily for Gray and Zach, the hard shell of the gyrosphere ball is enough to protect them from her deadly bite. There's the Raptor Pack. Showing true strength and cunning, she overpowers the raptors to become their alpha and enlists their might in her battles. There's Rexy. She takes on the Tyrannosaurus Rex, but then loses the raptor's loyalty, and she's overwhelmed by enemies on all sides. Snapped up by the mighty Mosasaurus, she is dragged to her death at the bottom of the Jurassic World Lagoon. And that is the end of the book. Once again, this is Canon. As you can see, there's proof it's 100% Canon. But anyways, hope you guys all enjoyed this review. I recommend getting this book. It's a really cool book if you want to, get some 3D dinosaurs and use them for movies or just for fun with your friends and family. And if you want to read some interesting facts about dinosaurs, I recommend getting this book. But until the next video, I will see you guys later. Have a great day, everyone. To end this video, I'd like to give a huge thanks to my YouTube team, Patrik, Cauan, my 2D and 3D animator, Jacob 101, my 3D animator, David Church, the best director I met on Instagram, BK Go Crazy, my very first hardcore Spinosaurus fan, Zane Schiller, my first friend in the Jurassic Park community on Instagram, Anthony Ellis, my drawer who draws epic background pictures that I use in some of my videos, Rafly Siregar, my comedian, since he makes me laugh the most, and Animal World, my best dinosaur friend in real life. If you're interested in any Spinosaurus the King merchandise that I'm selling on my Patreon, the link will be in the description. I'm currently selling t-shirts based off the animations that me and Patrik make, which costs $40 to $50 per shirt. Sweaters are a bit more expensive, unfortunately. Coffee cups are about $32 per one. I'm also selling custom Photoshop pictures to use for whatever you need some for, which is $5 per one. If you're a fan of my discussion videos and wish to be on one discussion video a week of your choice for 35 minutes for the discussion video, that will cost $15 a month. It'll be basically like we talk about whatever you want. If you wish to support me to get better content from me, then contact me through my email or other social medias to talk about it. If you wish to have a 10-second cameo of getting eaten by a dinosaur of your choice in upcoming animations, that will cost $5 a month to appear in each upcoming animation. Receiving deleted scenes of previous animation films is $10 a month, which will give you a concept art and deleted scenes, about 2 a month. Me and Patrik have our own website where we talk about our series Jurassic World Survival of the Fittest, and where we also post concept art of our upcoming projects, and we also post Jurassic Park dinosaur theories. Like, for example, we have the Spinosaurus, the history of it, and we also have Jurassic World Tyrannosaurus remaster coming soon, and future projects will be posted on our website. So if you're interested in reading Jurassic Park fun theories and to speculate, come check out our website. Also, if you guys wish to join my Discord server to chat with me about Jurassic Park and other stuff, you're more than welcome to. Just remember to be respectful and polite. The link will be in the description below to my website and my Discord. If you're enjoying the content on my YouTube channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you don't miss anything new. Leave a like and a friendly comment. If you have any friends and family who you think would enjoy my content, please share this video with them, and also my YouTube channel too. And don't forget to do the exact same thing for my YouTube team. And have an amazing day, everyone.